Wellness Spot with Luke Coutinhoo, celebrated lifestyle disease expert. And now that I know him for over 4 years, 4 to 5 years, actually, I know of the kind of testimonials his patients, those who have healed themselves with the diet that he has prescribed to them. More importantly, an entire change in lifestyle is what he always advocates. And that's what we're talking about also. We, in fact, started with something that is very, very close to Luke's heart, and he tries to live by it every single day, is the circadian rhythm of life. Luke, so good to have you back.
Thanks for having me, Annie. Good to see you.
So we've already discussed circadian rhythm, where you talk about, how sunrise and sunset, the very natural circle and cycle of time and life around us, is what we've got to live by, because that becomes very easy for the body. The body is attuned to it very naturally. You don't have to really stress about it. What we're actually stressing about is breaking away from that and leading this very fast life, which we think is a very cool thing to do. And you've kind of, brought us away from it and said, okay, it's time to sit back, slow down, and look at what it is that we're doing and how we can correct them to follow this. Now, we've talked about meal timings. We've talked about sleep. Today, I believe you want to talk about the meals that we have, in terms of, not just the time that we discussed earlier, but the meals in terms of the nutrition and the diet we must actually follow.
Right. So, Annie, part of the circadian rhythm are also our meal timings. Now, we think we can eat anytime because our body just digests the food and everything seems to be fine. But we shouldn't forget that the body has a biorhythm with our meals as well. It's expecting food at a particular time. So if we're used to eating, let's say, our breakfast by about 10 o'clock, our lunch by 1:30, our dinner by, say, 7:30 in the evening, that becomes a rhythm and it starts to expect it. Now, your body doesn't know that, you have a sudden meeting, so you're going to delay it, or you're going out and you're going to delay it. So things continue as normal. You'll be fine, but you're disrupting that rhythm. That rhythm is connected to your digestive system, the pancreatic enzymes that are secreted from your system to help you with digestion. Everything prepares. The moment we think of food and we start to smell food when we sit down for a meal, our digestion starts right then. So trying to align our meals is also really, really crucial for the circadian rhythm. And that actually takes care of a lot of people's digestive problems. So sometimes when people come to us with bloating and indigestion and constipation, and they've tried everything from medicines to natural stuff, sometimes we just say, now fix your meal times, and no matter what, eat it at the same time every day. And the system corrects itself. Sometimes as simple as that. So the meal times are very important, and you can select your meal times as per your convenience, but try to keep it the same as far as you can, because the body also needs these regular doses of nutrients and energy. So what can your meals be? Whenever you think of a meal, you need to think, what do my cells need? Okay. You may say, I feel like having a slice of cake. Go ahead and have that cake. It's okay. Once in a way, it's fine, but how is that nutrition for your body? Most of them are wasted and empty calories, which you can still have. But what can I have knowing that I'm going to have a piece of cake? Can I probably have a fruit first, or can I have some nuts, or can I have something healthy on the side? So, the same thing with my meals. I can have balanced meals. I can have maybe low carb at night, high carb at night, depending on my body type. But the meal should comprise of your macronutrients and your micronutrients, because that's what the cells expect at every time you eat. It's looking for energy. When the food digests, it's looking, what can I extract from this food? How can I create energy, and how can I nourish the cells? So that's how it is. And now when you put these meal timings together, a lot of people also say that, Luke, the circadian rhythm is so easy. It's just 12 hours. And is that enough? Because people intermittent fast for 17, 18, 19, 20 hours. Yes, the circadian rhythm is absolutely enough because you've aligned it with the laws of nature. So it's way more powerful than someone who starts an intermittent fast at like 1 a.m. because they've been out eating and partying, and then they go on to, that's still not bad. You're giving your system a break, but it's out of line with the circadian rhythm. So you can get more for less hours of fasting if you follow the circadian rhythm. And everyone's different. Like this morning, I finished 12 hours, but I wasn't hungry. I finally ate 17 hours later because I just wasn't hungry. So I listened to my body and I followed it. So it can be different for everyone. So the difference between intermittent and circadian will align to sunset, sunrise, and intermittent people kind of have flexibility of when to start it and when to end it as well.
Wow. This also goes to show that we need to be in alignment with ourselves. We need to listen to our body. Now, when I speak of this, some of them turn back and say, what do you mean by listen to your body? How do you know your body wants this or your body wants that? That's something I want to talk about a little more. And also the fact that the meals or the cells extract nutrition from our meals. And that really does change the way we think, the way we eat, the way we function, our productivity. So your mental health, your physical health, everything. I love what you share every day, Luke, on your social media profiles. And I believe there is this 3-day liver plan that you put up where you're talking about, how you want to cleanse your liver. So this directly connects to the choice of food you've made in the meal timings that you're asking us to follow, keeping the circadian rhythm of life. Now, meals then become so important because the nutrition that our cells gain to keep any kind of lifestyle disease at bay is from this very meal. And that's why you always insist that even if there is a little bit of junk you want to have, ensure that it is at the minimum. Can you kind of, explain this a little more?
Okay, great. So like the liver, I don't really call it a cleanse. I just say being kind to my liver because,
Nice.
the last couple of weeks I've been eating well, but, I wanted to clean out my liver and kind of feel lighter. Your liver's better when you start to feel lighter. So what I've put up on my Instagram page is, of course, what I am following. Everyone is different. And some people will have conditions that they cannot do that, but it's just to give people an idea of how easy it is. So I select, of course, the foods which are scientifically proven to help with your liver enzymes come down, keep inflammation low. Of course, there's no gluten and dairy while you're cleaning your liver. Absolutely no refined sugar, no junk, no processed. So actually just doing that kind of cleans your liver anyway. But then you use certain foods like dandelion, ginger, garlic. If you're not Jain, your certain lentils like a moong dal, you use mushrooms or any of the cruciferous vegetables. And you put that into a simple kind of a plan that you have over the days. And it suits some people. Now, on the second day of my liver cleanse, I started to feel bloated because my consumption of obviously cruciferous vegetables is high, but there's nothing to worry about. It's still doing its job. So the whole point is we can try these different meals because we need to give different nutritional shocks to the body. When I say shocks, it's like, the liver's used to processing pollution that we breathe in, pesticides from food, managing stress levels, medication that goes through us. So certain foods kind of jolt that liver, like dandelion or, ginger. These are great foods. Lemon, black coffee, green tea, moong dals. These are all great for your liver. And of course, olive oils and coconut oils and pure ghee. These are great foods for your liver. So once in a way, we can definitely help our liver to get a little bit better.
That is so cool. So I believe every choice of food we make is going to go straight to the cells and they're going to make the most of it. And that in turn, of course, is going to keep us refreshed both in mind and body. So meals, let's stick to a certain time. Let's follow the circadian rhythm and let's align our bodies in the sense that this way of life, which is the most natural way of life, will actually bring all its benefits along with it for us. I guess next week we're going to kind of close the circadian rhythm of life that you started explaining to us, from sleep timings to meal timings to now, of course, the choice of meals we make to just, disciplining ourselves most importantly. Thank you so much for today, Luke.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video from Radio 1.